We're going to explore a hypothetical scenario, a dark what-if timeline. While there are no official plans for The Rock's return at SummerSlam 2025, what if his next chapter in WWE isn't about entertaining the millions, but about breaking the very foundation of the business? Let's break down how one of WWE's biggest stars could, in theory, become its biggest threat. To really get this, you have to look past the ring and into the boardroom. The Rock's seat on the TKO Board of Directors is real-world power, not a storyline gimmick. It creates a potential conflict of interest so massive it could bleed onto our screens in the most destructive way you can imagine. So, let's game it out. It all starts with John Cena on his farewell tour, chasing that record-breaking 17th World Championship. Imagine The Rock returns at Elimination Chamber 2025, not as the people's champion, but as the final boss, a corporate monster ready to flex his boardroom muscle. In this dark timeline, he makes Cena an offer he can't refuse, side with him, and he'll guarantee that 17th title. At the event, Cena shocks the world, turns heel, and sells his soul to The Rock. This isn't just a character turning bad, it's a corporate-backed power play. The whole thing culminates at WrestleMania 41, where, thanks to his new corporate backing, John Cena defeats the fan-favorite Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody, the man who finished the story, gets his reign cut short, not by a better wrestler, but by what feels like a boardroom decision. The hero is sacrificed for a shocking headline, a best-for-business move orchestrated by The Rock. The problem? A move like that, while generating buzz, poisons the entire well. It tells every full-time talent that their grind, their connection with the fans, means absolutely nothing next to the whims of a part-time Hollywood star with a seat on the board. The SummerSlam heist. After this theoretical WrestleMania heist, The Rock disappears, leaving Cena to be the face of their corporate coup. But on the SmackDown before SummerSlam, Cena does something shocking. He turns face. He cuts a passionate promo, blames outside influences, and even shares a beer with Cody Rhodes, seemingly making things right. But what if this is the ultimate ruse? What if The Rock's plan was never about making John Cena the long-term corporate champion? Picture this. Cena and Rhodes are in a brutal street fight at SummerSlam. Just when it looks like Cody is about to win back his title, The Rock's music hits. He storms the ring and costs Cena the match, letting Cody win. Why? Because a babyface Cena, a man who has rejected him, is of no use. A defeated Cena is just a loose end. The Rock's goal wasn't just to help Cena, it was to prove that he, and only he, pulls all the strings. With Cena out of the picture, The Rock needs a new champion, and who better than a hungry, main roster-ready talent network execs might be high on? In this scenario, he could anoint someone like the current NXT North American champion, Ethan Page. Page, a proud Canadian, could be positioned as The Rock's hand-picked successor, a loyal soldier who knows that boardroom allegiance trumps fan approval. It's a move that would completely derail the main event scene and cement The Rock's power. Shattering the foundation, the inevitable, break. If a wild scenario like this played out, breaking the WWE wouldn't just be a catchphrase, it would shatter the company's core values. For years, especially under the current leadership, WWE has focused on rewarding long-term storytelling, building new stars, and listening to its audience. A corporate takeover storyline this hostile would throw that philosophy out the window. It sends a clear message. The fans don't matter. The full-time roster doesn't matter, and the stories we invest in don't matter. All that matters is generating short-term buzz to serve the ego of the man on the board. Think about the backstage fallout. How could any superstar trust the creative process? Why spend years building a character if it can be erased on a whim for a part-timer's power play? It would breed resentment, kill morale, and lead to a creative product that feels hollow and unpredictable in the worst way. Even a dream match like The Rock versus Roman Reigns would feel less like an epic family saga and more like a corporate mandate. This break is also a break in trust with the audience. Fans who bought into the story would feel betrayed. It teaches them that their emotional investment is pointless because the characters they love are just pawns in a much bigger and more cynical game. The Rock's star power is a double-edged sword. He can bring more eyes to the product than anyone else on the planet. But that same power, combined with his very real corporate standing, creates a conflict of interest so deep it could theoretically tear the company apart from the inside. A quest for on-screen power, mirroring his off-screen influence, could lead to a creative disaster that sacrifices the long-term health of WWE for short-term, Hollywood-style shock value. The very things that have made this era so successful, patience and loyalty to the fans, could be the first casualties. But what do you think? Is this a plausible dark path for the WWE? Or is The Rock's corporate power being overblown? Let me know your theories for SummerSlam and beyond in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date.